This is a quick disclaimer. The microphones did not work very well for this, so you've been warned. It does not sound very good. So, sorry. Welcome back to a very special episode of Two Guys, One Scale. As you can see, things look a little different, but I'm Scott.
And I'm Chuck.
And we are Two Guys, One Scale, and we are coming at you, well, not live, but we are together for the first time from Florida. As you may have guessed by looking behind us, we have been going to some theme parks.
And geeking out.
And big time geeking out. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Disney stuff. It's been a blast so far. It really has. But
it's been awesome.
This podcast is about losing weight.
Yep.
I weighed in when we got here for our challenge.
Yep.
268.2. It's where I was at a few weeks ago. Not super upset about it, not happy with it. Obviously not happy with it.
Dude, almost 60 pounds.
Yeah,
we're not even halfway through the year.
Overall.
Awesome.
Still over 60 pounds from last May. So 60 pounds in a year. It's like 62 pounds, so pretty happy about that. In the 260s, which in itself is a huge accomplishment. And it's fucking June. Early June.
It's huge.
So, it's... I'm happy with it, but the reason I'm not happy with it, when Charles goes over his weight, let's explain in a second.
I weighed in at 274, so I won.
Yes.
But I think we both won. So the first competition, right?
Yeah.
The first of many. Just like the triathlon, I guess it turned into a competition, even though I didn't think it was.
Everything does.
Everything does. The athlete in us is coming out absolutely right now. But I think I barely won by a couple pounds, but,
Yeah, so he weighed at 274 and I was 268, but it went off percentage. So Charles weighed a little bit more than me. He weighs a little bit more than me still now, but he's lost more percentage-wise, so he won our competition.
Yep.
So we talked about it before. I got a lightsaber at Disney, which, as you can see, we have displayed behind us here. We can show them off real quick. He got blue. I originally went green, but I changed it to red.
Oh, yeah. We're really geeking out right now.
But building a lightsaber was an awesome experience, but we will get to that here in a little bit. But like I said, this is a weight loss podcast.
It is.
We've been on vacation for 4 days. I remember last week on the episode we were talking about how we're going to get up, we're going to go to the gym, we're going to go swim laps. How's that been going, Charles?
Day one I did that. And I haven't done it since.
No.
Absolutely
fucking not.
I did it on Friday. No, Friday we drove down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it Saturday morning, got my workout in. Sunday, no. Monday, no. Today's Tuesday, right? So no.
Yeah.
So, 3 days not working out, but I will tell you, getting a lot of steps.
Yeah, no kidding.
Getting a lot of steps.
We obviously haven't worked out. For those of you who have been to theme parks, especially Disney World and Universal, you walk a lot. So I've been wiped every day, and we've closed the park down every time we've gone.
Impressive.
So I think the least amount I've walked in a day since we've been here is like 8 miles. So still getting my hour in for sure.
Yep.
I haven't weighed myself since the first day we got here.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I did. I don't even. I blacked it out. It was so bad. So let's just be honest. I'm like, it's almost like triathlon weight, like where you just carry water. I think with how much we're walking, like I'm waking up because we got kids falling asleep, carrying kids.
Yeah.
My back's been killing me. I'm just like, And I played in the water park today, so I got. Hope you're ready for this. Oh, it just turned 12 o'clock here. I got over 120 minutes of exercise without turning walk on or anything.
Really?
Because I was chasing Lucian around the water park. So
me and my wife, we went to Epcot today. We drank around the world.
That's awesome.
That kind of is a good segue into our next point 75 Semi-Hard. It's a program we came up with.
Yep.
We've been sticking with.
And we both failed today.
We both fucked it up today. I actually was under 2,000 for the day when we got back here. That includes drinking around the world. I didn't have a cocktail in every country, but I had a few. I had sips of my wife's. Did eat crepes for lunch. But Charles comes over to record this and brings fucking Giordano's with him. And I can't say no to that.
Well, obviously I couldn't.
I can't say no to that. So, we fucked up. So, we messed up 75 hard.
Yep. I don't think just adding a day on, though, is enough. Because that just isn't enough.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing any sort of punishment tomorrow.
I'm just not.
Not until you get back.
I gotta walk animal people tomorrow. I'm not doing any punishment tomorrow.
But, we can come up with that later. We'll have an update for our punishment next week. Okay. Kind of what we did, but I think it's once we're back to real life. But
I know what my punishment for you is.
Well, okay. Well, and we both fucked up, so.
Well, you gotta come up with one too.
All right.
Alright. I'm gonna make you, the next time we go and swim together, you gotta wear a Speedo while we're swimming.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And you can't steal mine either, but.
Jesus. I don't know if anybody's ready for that.
And I'm
speaking of outfits, we have both embraced Florida. Charles is dressed as The Rock. I'm dressed as a Cuban man. Really embraced the Florida vibes here. It really has been a blast. We have been still staying active. We haven't been working out. We're not running. We're not swimming. We're not biking. But we're walking around a ton, and we're in the sun all day. We're sweating our asses off. One thing I will say is my plantar fasciitis is back with a vengeance. We're always walking out and doing it. That includes my New Balance shoes that fix it.
Yeah.
It's back, big time.
So, one thing I'm going to suggest, I've got them on right now, toe socks. So it's been proven that when your feet are bunched up like that, it's not how we're born, it's not how we're meant to walk. Mm-hmm. So when you actually give your feet space, more of the surface of your toes and stuff will land on your feet, so it spreads it out and it can help you with that. So that's why I wear toe socks so much. It really does help.
Yeah, I know those shoes that have a wide toe box are making a big comeback right now. They're getting real popular.
There are socks in the Swiss that are just like this, and they're kind of like Kevlar, and that's what people are wearing around just because your feet were meant to spread out and be, some more touchy. So I don't know. I'll give you a couple pair. You can try them out just to see if they.
I remember toe socks I used to wear to sock hops in grade school, grade school dances.
I got some awesome ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
really good ones.
My feet are killing me, but it's not too bad. Once I'm up walking around, it's just if I lay down for a little bit or if I sit down for a little bit, when I get up, it's gonna hurt for a minute. But that kind of leads me to the next point. We're still big guys.
We are.
But this whole experience would have been so much different if we were still 320 and 330.
I would not have been able to do the rides with my son.
No, I wouldn't.
Space Mountain. You know how I carry my man purse, right? Mm-hmm. I got to move that out of the way to put the bars down. That was my stomach 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have been not riding any rides with my son. I wouldn't have experienced all of his first roller coasters, which he loves, and which I'm thankful for because Mom hates roller coasters, so I gotta have someone to ride roller coasters with. So, super pumped about that. Would not have been able to walk around. Would not have been able to carry some of the weight, because our kids, they pick who is going to carry them.
Well, I know you're still having back issues.
I am.
From carrying kids around.
Yes. And the thing is, my wife, her mom, they carry them around all the time.
Yeah,
and it's just nothing to them. It's that mom power, dude. It's crazy.
But I have been on a lot of roller coasters, and shout out to my wife. She was very brave and did roller coasters, and I didn't think that she would. If I was still 322 or whatever, because if we wouldn't have started this, we would be heavier than we were when we started, because we would continue to do like shit. So let's just say I'm 325. There's no way I would have been able to go on the Hagrid roller coaster at Universal. There's no way I would have fit on these. What was the one? Oh, a bunch of the Harry Potter rides. I don't think I would have fit on any of them.
Wouldn't have fit in the seat at Star Tours.
Yeah.
That seat was still kind of tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're 8 inches down.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them.
Yeah.
Space Mountain, I wouldn't have been able to get on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get out of Space Mountain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to go down the water slides with my kids at the water park if I went all this way, which is awesome, and you got to do it tomorrow. I'm sorry, but water park resort, you got to do the water park.
Yeah. I do want to swim a little bit more. We swam our first day here. I do think we're the only people here without kids, me and my wife. I'm like 99% sure. But bunch of water slides, pool and everything. But yeah, we have Magic Kingdom tomorrow. So definitely going to want to hit up some roller coasters. But that being said, we did the Hagrid roller coaster, and I got like crazy motion sickness afterwards. Now, growing up, I was a huge roller coaster fan. I don't think I've been on a roller coaster in over 10 years. We went on the Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot today, which was amazing, but got motion sickness again, so I'm pretty bummed out about that.
So, there's some iconic rides, and so my family met me down here, and they've been to Magic Kingdom a lot.
Yeah.
And they took us to Adventureland first, and we did the jungle safari thing and the magic carpet ride first. I know it sounds stupid, but it's just the magic carpet ride.
Yeah.
It's like a 30 to 40 minute wait the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And the jungle safari thing is such a slow ride that it's usually like a 40 to 50 minute wait. We were on and off both of them, and then we did the pirates, and then the mountain.
Yeah. Well,
so there's so much there, dude. It's a blast.
To be honest, I was looking forward to Magic Kingdom the least, but actually, now I think about it, there's a bunch of bullshit there. That being said, Star Wars was my favorite. If you can't tell, our favorite. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for you.
Star Wars was my favorite, but I didn't know because how interactive was Universal Studios and Harry Potter. Because I'm bummed I didn't go. I'm not gonna lie.
I went to Ollivander's and got a wand. It's got my name engraved on it. My wife has one as well.
It's right back there.
Hers is very Slytherin. This is her Slytherin thing. I'm a Gryffindor. But everyone says I'm a Hufflepuff. You said I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm not, dude. I take the test. I'm a Gryffindor. But very interactive. So Star Wars is like my shit, obviously. Diagon Alley was amazing. There also, you can take your wands and you can cast spells at different spots in the park and it would do different things. Then we took the Hogwarts Express over to Hogsmeade, which is in the other park. We spent the majority of the day there. It was great. It honestly was bigger than the Star Wars park.
I believe it.
Because it's
Harry
two.
Potter.
Yeah. They had more rides, obviously. We rode almost every one. But it's not Star Wars to me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we were like 5 years too old for Harry Potter to really sink its teeth into us.
I fucking love Harry Potter.
I did too. But like the first 3 movies I can't watch anymore.
Yeah, I mean the movies suck in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Everybody
absolutely.
The movies suck in Harry Potter. But we also like went to the Simpsons part of Universal, which was really, really cool. Did a lot of walking around.
That's awesome.
But Star Wars was fucking
Simpsons,
awesome.
Right?
Yeah, we did the Simpsons ride, which was
That's
fun.
Awesome.
But Star Wars was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely the highlight of the trip. I think it will be until we leave, to be honest.
I mean, Magic Kingdom is magical. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. But I'm going to tell you what, going to Star Wars, his biggest fear was it's going to crush like my Star Wars.
I was afraid I was going to not like Star Wars anymore. Yeah.
The detail they put in that park, you got to say the love and the passion in building that and everything, like, and just the way the characters are acting and stuff, like, was awesome.
Yeah.
Was awesome.
Because there is a lot of divide in the Star Wars fandom, obviously, of how Disney has handled things. I'm on the fence. They've done some great things, and they've done some really not so great things. Not planning out a sequel trilogy is absolutely insane ahead of time. And this whole thing is like, in the sequel trilogy. But that being said, the ride was amazing. Rise of the Resistance was amazing.
Yes.
The Millennium Falcon ride was amazing.
Yes.
It had Hondo, Pirate, which is one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars. So that was sick. Everything was awesome. The food was good. Like, the shops were good. I really felt like I was on Batuu or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Seeing the Falcon, like, life size was unbelievable.
Awesome.
Yeah. That being said, speaking of food, like, I had the Leaky Cauldron at Universal. We had fish and chips.
Yeah, I know. You said it was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I had, like, hot chicken at some Star Wars. It's called Chicken Yub Nub or something like that. I don't know. It was really good. So, that being said, the food decisions I've been making have not been great.
I'm proud of myself.
But I haven't eaten a lot.
I'm proud of myself. The funnel cake shop at Hollywood Studios went by 6 times.
Yeah. You were talking about funnel cakes like last week.
Free smells.
Yeah.
And I was watching people like putting all kinds of toppings on them, and I was just like, because I didn't go into the Muppets because one of our kids was asleep. So I sat outside while they went in with the characters, and I had to sit there and smell funnel cakes and pizza for 20-25 minutes. But I want to talk about just a little bit about Star Wars myself, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I do not geek out like this man and another one of our friends did. Like, I had an original, 1978 puzzle, and I forgot if I gave it to you or Adam. Like, it was, a 1,000-piece puzzle that I got at...
That was Adam.
Oh, was Adam that got that? Okay, you might need to try to get that from.
That was awesome. No, you gave me...
I'll find another one.
Yeah.
But, always finding awesome Star Wars shit. Me and my brother watched the original 3 at least 100 times before we were 18. Like, that's just how much we loved them. Mm-hmm. This right here just... I mean, I would be at your level, if not more, if this was around when I was a kid. Like, this was just so awesome.
Oh, I couldn't, imagine. Like
World Destroyer here that me and my son built.
Yeah.
That's my son's droid right there.
Yeah. So we all built droids.
Yeah.
Charles and his son built one. I built one. My wife built one. This one was mine. This one was my wife's. This one was Charles and Lucian. They all are dope. They're really control.
And they do badass things.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yes, they're cool. I don't even trust us doing it on this counter because I don't want to break them. Because they're pretty quick. We found out right after we turned them on. Steffi, my wife, hers almost zoomed right off the table immediately. The guy was like, "Yeah, they're fast." But what you're saying, dude, like if this was around when I was a kid, I don't know what I would have done. I would have lost my mind.
We would have been like the dude in the Jedi cave.
Oh yeah, there has been some interesting people, but I mean that dude was immersed.
Oh sure. God!
He had he had Jedi robes on. He had his arms together like Obi-Wan does all the time.
Yeah, he put his cap up whenever.
Dude thought he was the shit. That's for sure. But the thing is, he was having a great time. Yeah. But that being said, the originals are shit. Obviously, we were born a little late. Like I didn't see any of them in theaters.
No.
Wasn't a huge fan of Episode 1. But the next two I love. Episode 3 is one of my absolute favorites. Just like the people...
Empire and Return. Yeah.
Now, the prequels are looked on good, and the sequels are looked on bad. I think the sequels suck.
79?
Yeah.
Rey's an awesome character.
Everyone is an awesome character. Episode 7 set up everything amazing, and then it just went completely off the rails.
So I actually love how she ended up being a Palpatine.
Oh, yeah, me too.
That whole twist was awesome. I'm upset that Han and
Luke died?
Han and Leia's son died.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted an awesome Palpatine Skywalker baby.
Yeah. So Kylo Ren is the best part of the sequel trilogies. Rey is an amazing character. Finn was an amazing character, but they were fumbled. They were set up to have an amazing trilogy.
Finn was the Jar Jar Binks of 7, 8, 9.
No, he wasn't, dude. He has force powers, and they allude to that in the third movie. Set up a great trilogy. Rian Johnson came in and completely derailed everything. Then episode 9 was just cleaning it all up. But I will get off my soapbox, my neckbeard soapbox, because if people like it, it's Star Wars. I love all of it.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like the new ones, the Disney shows are great. Mandalorian is awesome. Obi-Wan was awesome. Ahsoka was absolutely amazing. And Acolyte comes out like today or tomorrow or something. So,
and you're a huge Clone Wars fan.
Huge Clone Wars fan.
This guy, when I met him, had all those Clone Wars characters, bobbleheads in The Office.
Yeah. Bunch of characters nobody knows.
Yeah. I was just like, what is this? Is this Star Trek? Like, I don't even know what this is.
But, no, it was awesome, dude.
Yeah, and it's the first time we saw Kylo Ren, he was walking by. It's like, isn't that the dude from Star Trek? And he just looked at me and stared at me. I was just laughing.
Yeah.
They definitely take their character roles serious.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure. But yeah, Star Wars was definitely the highlight for me.
And we're getting our steps.
Yeah, we're getting our steps in, that's for sure. So we are staying active, not as active as probably we should be, especially because we both just crushed a bunch of Giordano's because Charles wants to derail us tonight, I guess, apparently. But it was great. It was good eating pizza.
And any of you know what this means?
I don't.
Let me know. I don't speak. I don't read. I had to get a hat so I didn't burn.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I bought a bucket hat, not this one. It has been the MVP of this trip because it has saved my face and my neck and my shoulders from getting absolutely roasted. Granted, I have applied sunscreen every day, but the bucket hat, I almost didn't buy it because I was buying this. And I was like, I don't know, this one would be good for like float trips and stuff. Also, my wife just got a sick Star Wars bucket hat that she wore all day
today. She did. It was pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
But, yeah, so we got one more day. I got Magic Kingdom. You're going to Animal Kingdom?
Yep. Right?
So,
doing Avatar, man. Another one of my faves.
Yeah. I am a little sad we're not going to Animal Kingdom, but we got to go to Magic Kingdom.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, already being there, you have to. Yeah, it's just, there's something about it, man. Like, I wasn't a huge Mickey Mouse person growing up, and I loved it. Like, I'm sorry, but the Muppets were kind of my jam whenever I was a kid. Sesame Street was my jam when I was a kid.
Ernie was my favorite character of all time.
Yeah, Bert and Ernie, because I had Uncle Jim, Uncle Clarence, and they reminded me of my Uncle Jim, Uncle Clarence. So it's just, I don't know, man. So I wasn't a huge Mickey Mouse, but my kids are. And, even the parade, you have to see the parade when you're there. It's just, their floats are amazing. You're like, well, it's just a parade. No, it's a pretty awesome parade.
Is there Star Wars stuff involved?
No, not in that parade.
All right.
Okay? It's not like the Rise when you get to go in with all the stormtroopers. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Going through every Star Wars coaster or ride in under 2 hours.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was right at the end of the day. Right at the end of the day. It was awesome.
Get out of here. It was awesome.
Me and my wife rode almost all the Star Wars ones twice. There's not a ton.
Yeah.
There's the old Star Tours that they've redone, which is awesome, which is different every time you do it.
Yep.
Which was very, very cool. I will say, I'm not a huge theme park person.
Okay.
I thought they were more reserved for people with sun-faded Tweety Bird tattoos. But I think I'm thinking Six Flags. I get it. I get it. This has been great. Do I feel the need to do this every year? No. I honestly don't know if we'll be back within the next 10 years, unless we somehow have a bunch of kids by then. But
I think she might drag you back. I think she's loving. I think Steffi's loving Disney, and she loved. You're telling me you're going to keep her 10 years without seeing Harry Potter World again?
She's shaking her head now.
Does that mean she's not going to come back?
Probably not. She's like me, dude. We're not huge theme park people, but I get it.
It's been a great experience.
It has. Steffi doesn't like rides. My wife doesn't like rides. She's done it with me. She cried a little bit on the Hagrid roller coaster.
Yeah. We did it the one time. The one time
is good. We'll reevaluate. Now, if they start adding more Star Wars shit,
or a little more to the Harry Potter
shit, yeah. Of course.
And they're going to keep adding Harry Potter shit.
They need to add more Star Wars stuff.
That's so much money. You know, and they've got so much room around these parks. Like, if you look at the geographical map of these parks, they're like small pecks with all this land around them.
Yeah.
So, I was impressed with Epcot today, too. We didn't go for very long. We went for the fireworks, but it was so cool how it was laid out. Like, how you could tour the whole world like that. Like, it was just, I mean, kind of jealous that we didn't spend more time there, but quality time with the family was awesome. Water park with my son was awesome. So,
Epcot was great. I remember last time I was in Disney was when I was like 12 or something, and I hated Epcot. They obviously added like roller coasters to get kids to like want to go there.
Yep.
But Epcot is for adults. There's no way around it. Like, it's like you go, you eat food, you drink booze, you walk around. It was great. It was my wife's favorite. She got a drink in every country, all 8 countries or whatever it was. Ate a bunch of good food. We finished it. We kind of had to bust it at the end, like really get going because we were running out of time. And then right at the end of the day, we ended in Mexico. We got some nachos and sat right on the lagoon or whatever and watched the fireworks show, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, the fireworks were amazing. My family loved fireworks. Yeah. It wasn't Magic Kingdom fireworks. Well, we wouldn't know because we didn't get to go.
Yeah.
Thanks, travel agent. Jesus.
Yeah.
But let's see here. I think it's time for a break.
Yeah.
Real quick.
I think so.
We're going to take a break, get a drink, and we're going to come right back.
And welcome back to Plus Size Park Hoppers. I mean, 2 guys, 1 scale. But we have been 2 plus size park hoppers the last couple days. So we've geeked out enough. We do need to talk about, how are we going to get back to real life, training for fucking triathlons, kayak races, bike stuff.
Start your own business.
What I was just saying, starting your own fucking business. That's when you get back, dude. That's nuts. So it's going to be shaky because every time I fucked up weight loss is after a trip like this.
Yeah.
Because I don't eat well during the trip, and then that just keeps on rolling. Now, I have tracked everything. Really dreading putting in the Giordano's. It's going to blow out everything for me.
How many slices did you have?
2.
Okay, I had 3.
That's like 3,000 calories.
No, that's like 1,200.
Ah.
Yeah. No, it's like 1,200.
Okay. All right.
It's like 1,200.
All right.
It was a medium pizza too. It wasn't large.
Okay.
All right.
But we got tomorrow, 1 more day at Disney. Then you got to drive home, which is a nightmare.
Got to drive home, stay with my parents, drop my son off with them for a week, and then we're going to drive back Friday morning. And that day, we are driving over to the office, to the new office, the new headquarters, and going to tape it. And then Saturday, going to paint it. Sunday, probably paint it again.
Yeah.
And, Monday I start training. So I got training all following week, and I got to get my permits. I got a couple other things I got to do. And then after that, man, it's just go time.
Yeah.
Got to start making money, especially after this trip, because, so much money.
Yes.
That's the one thing I will say about these theme parks is, I'm from Southern Indiana. We have Santa Claus Land. Oh, I'm sorry, it's called Holiday World now, to where all your drinks are free. All your drinks are free, like throughout the whole park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, drink pink lemonade, Mountain Dew, whatever you want is free. So you're not getting hit with $5 water, because we ran out of water.
Other than we brought our water bottle and filled it in water fountains. Some of it tasted like pool water, but it was free.
But also it was really hot, and the kids were really hot, and the water fountain water was not. It was lukewarm at best.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't doing the job I needed it to. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, that and sodas and everything else.
You didn't even buy booze though. Booze is where they fucking get you.
Oh yeah, well,
every cocktail is $15 minimum. Today.
So before Slinky Dog Dash or whatever it's called, $10 Bud Light.
Yeah,
you know, it was. I mean,
Epcot did have Mango Card.
Did they really?
Yeah. In America.
Mango Card representing America.
Yeah, I know.
That is awesome.
It's funny, we were in Japan, and then you walk into America, the first thing is a funnel cake stand. But, yeah, so real life.
Real life.
This is...
No more theme parks.
I know you haven't. We both have not unplugged completely from work.
No, I work today.
Well, I'm saying I have.
Oh.
For this amount of time, I have not unplugged for this long for, I think, 10 years.
Yep.
It was when I visited my sister in South Korea.
So, even with my 3 kids that were born, I was always plugged in. I remember 2 hours after my wife gave birth to Lucian, I had one of my agents call me and say, hey, I just put my 2 weeks in, I want to let you know. So then I'm scrambling to figure out how I'm going to hit goals while I'm, 2 days after I had my 3rd kid, my BDM is calling me saying, hey, when you coming back to work? And I just had a discussion with my RM, hey, I'm going to do exactly what another IBM just did a few months ago and take 2 weeks off that way. It just doesn't work that way with the job we both had.
Yeah. So I remember when that happened, and another one of our insurance business managers is what we all were, had a kid who was off for like 2 days. That was kind of the point for me where I was like, I don't think...
I was off 3 days when Callie was born. Because, we had 8 goals, right?
Yeah.
You got to make that money.
Yeah.
But, I remember asking for a week off to go to Savannah with my family, and I was at goal already for the month. It was like the 15th or 16th of the month, and this was for the following month. He's like, well, I just don't think it's a smart idea to take a full week off of work.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much vacation time with my previous job I lost because it accrued and went over.
Oh, yeah. When I left, I had a month of vacation saved.
Yeah, I did too. And I had just had a child, 6 months before I sat down. I don't know. It was just,
but
this is good.
Yeah, we're both not there anymore.
Thank God.
It's been great unplugging. Granted, you're starting a new business and you had to do a little bit of training today, but,
still unplugged.
Friday, we're back. I gotta work Friday.
Yeah.
Just because
I do too.
I'm me and I don't like to take off that long. But
I got to furnish an office. I got to
clean
an office and furnish an office. That's work.
And you gotta get back to work now and eat healthy because we have done neither.
Oh, well, so the thing is, the meal prepping and stuff is almost like it is a lifestyle to me already.
For sure.
It's like as soon as we get back on Friday, I'm gonna go get the paint, I'm gonna get the tape, and she's probably gonna start meal prepping for us.
Yeah.
It's just or she'll put the meat out and I'll cook it that night, whatever it is. But because we have so much to do.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, for me, I just don't eat like a fat fuck anymore. It's great. We didn't eat great. I didn't eat at all. Well, no, we had a Mickey pretzel when we got to the park today. We were starving. Because we went on a couple rides, and then we had a Mickey pretzel, which was
big ass Mickey pretzel.
It wasn't that big. It was that big. But I didn't eat lunch till 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Had crepes in France. Then I had nachos in Mexico. Then I ate pizza while standing up in my hotel room like a rat. The pizza was a mistake, but it was delicious, so thank you. But
I'm leaving the last 2 slices with you.
I really am going to need to find some motivation to work out Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm here to keep you on track and help you out professionally as well, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let you go off the rails.
Oh, I'm not going off the rails. Yeah, so I'm not going off the rails. Tomorrow, we're going to the park at 8 o'clock. So he's talked about what he's eating. You notice that I have.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to. Because, I don't even know what I had for breakfast today. A spicy egg and cheese biscuit from Chick-fil-A, which was so good.
You put it in your ass?
I will later tonight.
Oh, so you got a whole fucking laundry list of punishments coming your way.
It still won't be as good as Speedo, baby. It still won't be as good as Speedo.
No one's ready for that. They're ready for their Cuban Pete outfit, but they're not ready for that.
You better get ready because it's happening. So that means we are doing the triathlon on July 14th, and you were doing the swim and the speedo.
No, that's not happening. No way. No way. No, my wife said yes from the bedroom of our house last week. No, that's not happening. But we'll see. I think our next episode, I knew, going to be a fun one. It's our first one together. It's great.
Yeah.
We have our shrine to our dorkiness behind us.
Yes.
But next week is going to be interesting to see how we rebound from this. It is.
I think we're going to go hardcore, to be honest with you. I think
that weigh-in, I'm honestly thinking I may have lost weight. Because I haven't eaten a lot. I really haven't drank that much. But I've counted it all.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, my legs and feet are toast from the last 3 days. And this is coming from guys who run and ride bikes. And let's be honest, there's some not small people that we see at Disney every day. Yeah. And they're up fucking cruising around everywhere. There was a dude in front of us in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I thought there was no way he was going to fit. But he did. And good for that dude.
Yeah.
But to be honest, when I was looking at him, good for he was having a good time. But I was like, man, that could have been me in 10 years. Yeah. If I would have continued on the road I was going on. And not to body shame anybody, but I was huge and he was just me in the future. If I would have kept living the way that I was.
I mean, in all real, just being completely honest, I think I was my heaviest. I was at 355 at some point in the last 18 months. Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember stepping on a scale and I was just like, all right, this has got to stop. I lost a little bit of weight and I just stopped. I mean, I could have been well on my way to 400 by now. With the way I eat. Yeah. You see the way I eat.
Well, the thing is when you cheat, you fucking cheat, dude.
Oh. I didn't tell you what I had for breakfast.
All out.
I didn't tell you what I had for breakfast 2 days ago, did I?
No. It has been weird how little you've been talking about food this whole time.
No, it's not. No. Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, and a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit. But then
bagel?
I meant steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
2 bagels.
A biscuit and a bagel.
Alright.
So my 2 favorite breakfast sandwiches, followed by the hate chicken breakfast sandwich, but I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
But before that, I had the first morning.
Oh, we did have McDonald's last night.
We did. Oh, God.
We had Big Mac meals last night. Charles got an extra McChicken.
I did. So I've had McDonald's 3 times in the last 48 hours. Terrible. And the thing is, when I drove down here, what did I have? I had a Subway salad and nuts.
Well, I
was on the diet plan.
That was before you were wrangling kids walking 7 miles a day, dude.
Yeah. And to be
that's
honest
part of the reason getting we were working our asses off. We weren't prioritizing our health. We were tired and lazy, and we're like, oh, McDonald's is fucking easy. Hardee's is easy.
Yeah.
Gas station food is easy.
Gas station food is awesome.
Yeah. I still indulge in my Quick Trip egg rolls.
Oh, I did have 7-Eleven, 2 taquitos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Charles is just a straight crushing food.
And that's why I'm ready to get back on it, because I feel terrible from eating all that nasty.
Yeah.
And when we went and ate Filipino food for lunch today, it was authentic, it was clean, and we had so much. I had Biko, my wife makes it with pork, and it was so good, it was so clean. I didn't even eat that much of it. I just felt good again, eating clean food.
Yeah.
And then, I had Jay Dorms tonight, and I feel terrible now. I really do. It was delicious.
You ate 3 pieces.
I did. And
2 was a lot too. So I'm not kidding myself at all.
3 was too much.
Yeah, but tomorrow we gotta send each other our calories.
Okay.
To steer the ship to get us ready for that.
Let's go under 1,500 tomorrow.
No.
Under 800.
No, under 2,000 is what I'm saying. 22, 25, 75, 700.
Under 2,000.
Because we're gonna get our hour in. I'm just walking around sweating our fucking dicks off in the Florida sun.
Well, so we're getting up and we're getting over to Animal Kingdom like at 7:30, so we're there to walk in at 8. Because at 11, we're going to come back out and drive back because her family's leaving. We're going to spend a couple hours with them here before they leave.
Can you get back in?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can go back in, and that's a great thing about paying for parking for just $30 is because they tram you everywhere. So $30, and you have the ability to leave the park.
Yeah.
So I think when we leave the park and we come back here, obviously I'm going to do Water Park Evolution again because it was just awesome. But I think we're going to try to get something a little healthier again too.
Yeah.
Like even if it's a Subway salad, right?
Yeah.
Like or even a 6-inch on wheat or something like that, or whatever it is. They have different breads here than what we have up north too, which is pretty awesome. So
I'm sure we'll eat some bullshit on at the park.
oh, I'm sure I'll get an ice cream sandwich for my son and bite off one of the ears again, which I've done every time.
Yeah.
Because those Mickey ice cream sandwiches are awesome. If you haven't had one,
I haven't.
try one.
Nice.
So we're going to get at Animal Kingdom. There is a iconic ice cream like sundae or something. We got to get it. Like the kids are going to eat all of it mostly, but I will probably take a couple bites of it. But we've tried to make sure like all the iconic things we've done, and even with the food too. Like you know, so gonna try. We'll see.
We'll see. But we got to send each other our calories. Try it tomorrow. But other than that, we are working on guests. The one, we're not really sure what's going on with that. I know you're working on it.
Yeah.
There's a couple other people, like, I've had people reach out to me that are wanting to do triathlons with us.
Yes.
Our buddy Alex is going to do the one again in September.
My buddy John's training for one.
Alex wants to do the one in July if we end up doing that with us as well. And then I have some other friends interested as well. We're thinking of asking a couple people to come on, so stay tuned. We got to get back to real life first. Get our eating back in check.
Yeah.
Get our
just our daily
lives back in check. It's been great.
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy the shit out tomorrow.
Yes.
But I am going to enjoy eating healthy and working out again, too.
I miss swimming laps. I'm not going to lie to you. Like,
yeah, that whole big talk. I even pointed out last week, I'm like, we're going to do the episode down there. We won't be doing any of this shit. And I was right. I was right. I had a feeling and I was right.
The weight room here sucked. It looked
I didn't even look at it.
Okay. It looked a lot better online. Weight room sucked.
I found out this used to be the Nickelodeon Hotel.
Oh,
our Uber driver this morning, yeah.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Makes sense.
I bet it was a lot better when it was Nickelodeon.
It was a Nickelodeon water park hotel or something. I don't know. But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Because it looks like shit.
Yeah, it does look old. It's been slimed a lot.
That's what the Uber driver
Yeah, the Uber driver said there was slime there.
I was wondering why our freaking walkways are flat tops.
Yeah.
So that maybe.
And there's like a theater and mall in the middle of everything.
Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense.
And honestly, the food isn't bad there.
So I had the breakfast buffet where I ate eggs.
Yeah.
And maybe a biscuit.
Yeah, really? I haven't had breakfast a single day we've been here.
Oh, well, my kids, I have woken up, if you can't tell by the hours I get right away, we're an hour ahead of our normal time. And they're waking up at like 5:30, and it's driving me fucking insane. Because I had to get up and go and get food. And $22 for each one of us to eat at the breakfast buffet, or $30 at McDonald's. Like it's just it's a no-brainer, right? I spent $77 on breakfast the first day eating down there, and that was because I said I was going to eat, and I just ate a little bit on my son's plate. But I mean, $77 for breakfast.
Yeah, but there's like that adults like bar down there. Me and her went the first night. It was good.
Yeah,
the food was good. I had a really, really good Wagyu burger.
Okay,
it was good. So maybe check it out. Maybe you won't. Yeah, you won't.
Might be. I don't know.
You won't be able to. But but anyways, I think that is going to do it for episode number 13. We didn't talk about number 13 fucking weeks.
Jesus.
We lost about 120 pounds between the two of us. That's big.
Go us.
That might go down a little bit. Like we might be about 110 when we weigh in once we get back.
95.
Yeah. But no, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Check us out on our socials. We got My wife's going to get involved a little bit, start doing our social media to help us get a little bit better presence there. I love you, Steffi.
Yeah. Thank you, Steffi.
I'm actually looking right at
her. Thank you,
wife. Yeah.
Thank you, wife.
Yeah, Charles called her wife right when he met her the first time when we first started dating. He knew. He knew.
I did. I called it.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be back to regularness next week. Still do want to do more of these in person. This is fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially with my job. I'm going to be over in your neck of the woods more.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Turn the camera off so we can geek out with these.
See you, everybody. Thanks for watching.